Have you ever gotten ready for bed, turned off the lights, and thought, why do I feel so tired, yet so weak? Your legs ache just enough to notice. Your arms feel like they've been doing work you don't remember. And by the time morning comes, you're still not fully rested. It's not pain exactly, it's something deeper. A kind of slow, quiet fading of strength. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 60, this is something many of us face, not just fatigue, but a quiet erosion of muscle strength that creeps in night after night. And while most people assume it's just getting older, the truth is, your body may be missing something simple, something fixable. Because your muscles don't just break down during the day. They rebuild while you sleep. But only if you give them the right tools before your head hits the pillow. Tonight, I want to show you 4 gentle, natural bedtime foods that can help stop muscle loss in its tracks. Foods that don't require fancy recipes, pills, or effort, just a small bite, a little habit, and a whole lot of healing. One of them. It's something you've probably walked past in the grocery store 100 times without realizing what it can do. But give it a chance, and it just might change the way your body feels in the morning. Before we dive in, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to Silver Bloom Health, and let me know, have you ever tried a bedtime snack that made you feel stronger the next day? I'd love to hear your story. Let's begin this quiet, powerful journey together, one bedtime, one breath, one spoonful at a time. See, most people think muscle loss is just a part of aging. Something inevitable. Something you simply learn to live with. But what if I told you that's not entirely true? That there's more happening beneath the surface, especially while you sleep? There's a medical name for it, sarcopenia. It sounds clinical, but what it really means is this: your muscles are slowly shrinking, not from lack of effort during the day, but often because they're not getting what they need at night. You see, your body isn't idle while you sleep. Far from it. That's when your body enters its deepest repair mode, healing cells, regulating hormones, and rebuilding the muscle fibers you've worn down throughout the day. It's your personal maintenance window. But just like a construction crew can't build without bricks, your body can't repair muscle without the right nutrients. And here's where so many seniors get caught off guard. They eat well during the day, maybe take their supplements, but when nighttime comes, they go to bed on an empty stomach or with the wrong kind of food. And their body, instead of rebuilding, starts breaking down even more. The result? You wake up feeling weaker. A little more unsteady. Your legs don't feel like they're yours anymore. But it's not just fatigue, it's undernourishment during your body's most critical rebuilding hours. The good news? This doesn't require a dramatic lifestyle overhaul. You don't need complicated routines or expensive powders. You just need the right food, at the right time. Something small, simple, and deeply nourishing, just before bed. And that's exactly what we're about to explore. 1. Kiwi, the gentle fruit that helps you sleep and rebuild. Let's start with something small. Something green. Fuzzy on the outside, bright and tangy on the inside. You've probably seen it in a fruit bowl or tucked into a summer salad. But what you might not know is this. The humble kiwi may be one of the most powerful allies your muscles have after 60, especially at night. I want to tell you about someone I met last year, Eleanor, 70 years old, retired librarian, soft-spoken and always carrying a paperback novel. She told me, I keep waking up at 3 a.m. like my body can't relax. I'm not in pain, but I never feel fully rested. My legs feel heavy. My arms feel disconnected. She assumed it was just aging. But we tried something simple, 2 kiwis, 1 hour before bed, every night for 14 days. By the second week, Eleanor said something had shifted. I don't toss and turn like I used to. I wake up, calm. My muscles feel looser. My legs don't wobble anymore when I stand up. It's like my body finally exhaled. Here's why kiwi works so well: it naturally contains melatonin, the sleep hormone your brain uses to signal that it's time to rest. While many people take melatonin supplements, kiwi gives you a gentle, food-based version that your body absorbs naturally, without side effects or grogginess. But the real magic? Melatonin helps you stay in deeper sleep stages, the exact phases when your body does its best muscle rebuilding. So when kiwi helps you sleep better, it's also giving your muscles more time to heal, to restore, to grow stronger again. And there's more. Kiwi is packed with antioxidants like vitamin C and E. These help fight the oxidative stress and inflammation that sneak into aging muscles, making them stiffer, sorer, slower. With those antioxidants on board, your body can stop focusing on damage control and start rebuilding instead. It's also rich in potassium, which plays a key role in healthy muscle contractions and can help prevent those sudden, painful leg cramps that love to strike at 2 a.m. And here's something especially important for older adults. Despite its sweet taste, kiwi has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar. It's also low in sodium, perfect for those managing blood pressure or diabetes. How do you enjoy it? Just peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bed. Eat them slowly. Maybe while you listen to calming music or flip through a favorite book. It's not just a snack, it's a signal to your body. Rest is coming. Healing is coming. As with any food, listen to your body. If you have a sensitive stomach, start with 1 kiwi and see how you feel. But for most seniors, this little fruit is gentle, soothing, and incredibly effective. So if you're looking for a small nighttime ritual that can ease you into deeper sleep and help you wake up stronger, let kiwi be your first quiet step. 2. Eggs, the simple protein that speaks muscles' language. Now let's talk about something you've probably cracked open thousands of times. Fried, boiled, poached, eggs have been part of your mornings for decades. But what if I told you, an egg at night might be exactly what your muscles are asking for? That's right. We often think of eggs as breakfast food. But for seniors, especially those over 60, a single egg before bed can become a quiet powerhouse, helping you rebuild strength, balance, and stability while you sleep. Let me tell you about Frank, a 67-year-old former mechanic. He once told me, "My arms used to lift car engines. Now I struggle with the groceries. I don't get it, I'm eating fine during the day." He wasn't doing anything wrong. But I asked him to try one change, 1 soft-boiled egg an hour before bed. That's all. 2 weeks later, he smiled and said, "I thought it was nonsense. But I swear, when I get up now, I feel like my legs actually respond. Like the muscles aren't ignoring me anymore." So why do eggs work? Because eggs are one of the few foods that provide a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and grow muscle. Even more important, they're naturally high in leucine, the specific amino acid that actually triggers muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as a switch. When your body gets enough of it, it flips the signal, it's time to rebuild. Now here's something not everyone knows. As we age, our bodies don't respond as strongly to small amounts of protein. You might eat chicken or drink milk, but unless you get enough of the right protein, like leucine-rich eggs, it might not be enough to spark muscle repair. 1 large egg gives you about 6 grams of protein and 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine. That's enough to give your muscles a meaningful message, right when they need it most. But eggs don't stop there. They also contain vitamin D, which supports both bone density and muscle coordination, especially vital for seniors who may not spend much time in the sun. And let's not forget choline, a nutrient that helps with nerve signaling, brain sharpness, and overall mobility. Now, I know what you're thinking. But what about cholesterol? That's a fair question. Eggs got a bad rap years ago. But today's research is clear: for most people, 1 egg per day does not increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, eggs can help raise HDL, your good cholesterol, especially when eaten as part of a balanced diet. Of course, how you prepare your egg matters. Skip the heavy butter or deep frying. Instead, opt for something gentle, soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in olive oil. This keeps the nutrients intact and makes digestion easy, especially important if you're eating close to bedtime. And here's a bonus. A warm egg is easy to chew, easy to digest, and deeply satisfying. No jaw strain, no fuss, no full stomach to disturb your sleep. So if you've ever felt like your body's been slipping, like strength is leaking slowly away each morning, consider giving it something simple, warm, and full of purpose: an egg. Not a heavy meal. Not a protein shake. Just one small signal that says, I haven't given up on my strength. And neither should my body. 3. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny seeds that quietly unlock deep recovery. Now that we've talked about eggs, the powerhouse of nighttime protein, let's turn to something even smaller. Something you could easily overlook in a kitchen drawer or a half-forgotten jar in the pantry. But don't be fooled by their size. Pumpkin seeds, sometimes called pepitas, are among the most underrated bedtime foods for seniors. And what they do best: help your body finally, fully relax. I met Harold, 72, a retired landscape artist with hands like tree bark and a gentle laugh. He told me, I sleep 8 hours, but I wake up feeling like I ran a marathon. My legs are stiff. My shoulders tight. Like rest didn't happen. When we looked closer, the issue wasn't his sleep, it was his muscles. They weren't releasing tension. And the missing ingredient? Magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that acts like nature's muscle relaxer. Just a small handful, about 1 ounce, can provide over a third of your daily magnesium needs. That's a big deal. Because without enough magnesium, your muscles may stay partially contracted, even while you sleep. That lingering tightness? That groggy, heavy-legged feeling in the morning? It might not be aging. It might be a gentle magnesium deficiency. But pumpkin seeds don't stop there. They also contain tryptophan, an amino acid that your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin. It's a beautiful chain reaction. Magnesium helps relax the body. Tryptophan helps calm the mind. And together, they prepare you for deeper, more healing sleep, the kind where muscle repair truly happens. And while eggs gave us a quick, ready-to-use burst of protein, pumpkin seeds offer a slow, sustaining release. They're rich in plant-based protein and healthy fats, which keep digestion steady and amino acids flowing gently through the night. That means your muscles aren't just powered up for a moment. They're nourished hour by hour, through each quiet phase of sleep. And here's something especially helpful for men over 60. Pumpkin seeds are high in zinc, a mineral crucial for hormonal balance, immune strength, and even testosterone support, which is directly linked to muscle mass and vitality. How should you enjoy them? No need for fancy recipes. Just take a tablespoon or 2 of unsalted pumpkin seeds about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Eat them plain, or sprinkle them over a little plain Greek yogurt if you like. Some seniors warm them briefly in a dry pan to bring out their nutty aroma. It's a lovely evening ritual. A quick note: these little seeds are nutrient dense. That's a good thing, but don't eat them by the handful. Think of them not as a snack, but as a tonic, a gentle bedtime dose of restoration. Because sometimes, strength isn't about lifting heavier or walking farther. It's about letting go, releasing tension, quieting the body, and feeding it just enough to heal. And pumpkin seeds? They do all that, silently, steadily, one small spoonful at a time. 4. Cottage cheese, the quiet night worker your muscles have been waiting for. So far, we've explored the sweet calm of kiwi, the strength-sparking power of eggs, and the slow, steady relief of pumpkin seeds. Now, let's end this journey with something humble. Soft. Unassuming. You won't find it on most superfood lists, and it's rarely flashy. But if your muscles could whisper a request before bed, it might sound like this. Just a little cottage cheese, please. Let me introduce you to Martha, 76, a retired school principal with a voice that still carries quiet authority. She came to one of my workshops and said, "I don't feel weak exactly, but I don't feel stable either. Like my body's just coasting through the night, not doing much." We added just 3 spoonfuls of plain low-fat cottage cheese to her bedtime routine. No major diet change. No supplements. 3 weeks later, she leaned in and said, "I don't know what's in that stuff, but I feel anchored again. Like my body is waking up with direction." That's the power of casein, the unique, slow-digesting protein found in cottage cheese. Unlike the faster proteins in eggs or meat, casein breaks down slowly, releasing amino acids gradually over 6 to 8 hours. That means while you sleep, your muscles receive a steady stream of fuel, not a spike, not a crash, just quiet nourishment all through the night. Why does that matter? Because when you go to bed without enough protein in your bloodstream, your body might start breaking down muscle to feed other repair processes. Yes, even while you sleep, muscle loss can happen. But cottage cheese changes that equation. It says, "Here. Take this. Rebuild instead." It's also naturally rich in leucine, the same amino acid that triggers muscle building. But now, it's delivered in a slow, sustained release, like a soft hand supporting you through the night. And unlike sugary snacks or heavy meals, plain cottage cheese is light on the stomach, low in carbohydrates, and gentle on blood sugar. That's good news for seniors managing diabetes or insulin sensitivity. If blood pressure is a concern, just choose a low-sodium version, easy to find in most stores. Watching saturated fat? Go with 1% or low-fat cottage cheese. The nutrients stay, the heaviness doesn't. Now, I get it. Cottage cheese isn't everyone's favorite on its own. But you can mix in a few thin slices of banana, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or even a bit of the kiwi we talked about earlier. The texture is soft, the taste is subtle, and the effect is powerful. Because this isn't about flavor. It's about giving your muscles what they've quietly been missing: consistency, nourishment, and time to rebuild. So tonight, before bed, instead of reaching for the remote or an extra cookie, try this. Open the fridge. Take out the container. Spoon out a few soft bites. And as you sit in the quiet of evening, let this be your message to your body. I see you. I know what you need. And I'm giving it to you. No noise. No rush. Just cottage cheese doing its quiet, remarkable work, so you can wake up feeling like yourself again. So here we are, for small foods, for quiet rituals, each one holding the power to nourish your muscles while you rest. Not pills. Not protein shakes. Not another loud promise in a crowded world. Just kiwi, eggs, pumpkin seeds, and cottage cheese, each a small act of self-respect, chosen with care and intention. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss isn't just about aging. It's about missing nourishment at the exact moment your body needs it most, when you're asleep, when no one's watching, when healing happens in silence. But the good news? You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start, gently. Peel a kiwi. Boil an egg. Spoon some cottage cheese. Let a few seeds melt on your tongue. These aren't just bedtime snacks. They're messages to your body that say, you still matter. You're still strong. You are not done yet. And as you build these simple habits, night by night, you may notice something beautiful. You wake up steadier. Your legs hold you with more confidence. The stairs feel a little shorter. The morning feels like a beginning, not a recovery. So tonight, try one. Try a food. Try a moment. Try a quiet kind of strength. And if this message spoke to you, if it stirred something hopeful inside, please share it. Leave a comment below. Which bedtime food are you most curious to try? Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Silver Bloom Health, a place where growing older means growing stronger, together. Until next time. Rest well, eat kindly, and wake up stronger. You've earned it.